Oh my God, you guys, it's been such a long time since I've been live on YouTube, but I just wanted to actually go live today. Yeah, and talk about what is going on and what are we going to do here on this channel going forward. So, what's up, you guys? Oh my goodness, it's been such a long time. I want to test this out. We're going to start going live here again. Content over here again. So I wanted to definitely, let me just see here. I want to go on my YouTube channel and I want to see this live and see, hey y'all, what's up everybody? Let's see here. We are, as you all can see, we're kind of changing direction over here, but not really, okay? We're not really changing direction. We've always been on this direction. But let me just see here. Drop a comment if you guys can hear me okay. Oh, wow. There we are. Here we are. What's up, everybody? Hey, y'all. Awesome. I am excited about, being here again and stuff. So let me just see if I can see the comments. Let me just see how the sound is. So let me just see if I can see the so I can hear it. It sounds really good. Awesome. Awesome. So super excited about being here, you guys. I was going to start a new YouTube channel. You guys can probably see I deleted all the videos. I was going to start a new channel, start over and stuff like that. And I just didn't feel led to do that. I just was like, I just don't really feel led to do that. So I was talking to a friend today and we talked about, he was like, no, Keysha, you cannot start over. You've built up quite the subscriber base on YouTube, and so no, we can't start over. So so here we are. This is where I actually got my start. I started my actual internet marketing journey on YouTube. This is where I got my start. I started making videos. My son was probably 2 years old, and so I just started creating content on YouTube and sharing what I was actually learning and stuff. That's what I did, you guys. And then once Facebook launched, then I actually ventured over to Facebook to start sharing over there. And so I started growing a following over on Facebook. So that's how I ended up on Facebook, and it just kind of kept going. Then Instagram. So then I grew a following on Instagram. Then TikTok came around about 2020 or something like that. And my son was actually on TikTok. That's the reason why I got on TikTok, was because of my kid. And just kind of blew up over there as well, right? Not even trying, but I just have found a way to just be my authentic self, show up on platforms and grow an audience. So that's exactly what I actually did. And about a couple years ago, maybe 3 years or so. As you guys jump on, drop me a comment so I can see y'all in the chat. I can shout you all out, okay? About 2 years ago or so, not sure exactly. I'll say 2021, my divorce was final. So many of y'all don't even know that. We haven't talked about that on the channel. 2021, I actually went through a divorce. And so by the time 2023 came around, I want to say when 2023 came around, I was just tired of the internet. I was like, I'm so over this. This is so not what it was when I started out, 10 years ago. It just became, it wasn't fulfilling anymore. YouTube, all we were doing was these videos, clickbait style type of videos, to get people to watch them and stuff. And it was all make money fast, make money clicking, all this. And it was just like, no. And so I really felt like my soul was calling me to be more. I mean, quite honestly. So I stepped away from the internet for a couple years, right? So I stepped away for, really, I don't even have an email list at this particular time. I got rid of my email list. Just got rid of a lot of stuff. I just kind of disconnected myself from it all. I was like, this is not me anymore. I was talking to my therapist, and she was saying, Keysha, you did that for 10 years. It's okay. It's okay if you want to change and stuff. So that's what happened about a couple years ago. Then I I didn't want any of the content I had previously on YouTube on here anymore. So I hid like mostly all the content. So mostly all that was gone and stuff. And so I, one of the things, and I just was sharing with a friend, 12 years ago, all right, I just looked on Google, I Googled it. 12 years ago, I had a blog, I was talking about manifesting your dream life. 12 years ago, you guys. 12 years ago, before I blew up on the internet as Keysha, the affiliate marketer and stuff, I had a burning passion in my soul to help women attract their dream life. Now, let me just be 100% honest with you all. Like, I didn't even know how to do that back then. I really didn't. Like, I was really winging it. I'm going to tell you guys, I didn't even know what manifestation was. So, what I am going to do on this channel now is really be Keysha. Crazy. I know. Crazy, but hey. That's what I really get to do, right? And I really get to share with the world what I have learned about really creating your own reality and all of the things, right? Even as a Black woman, right? Because that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother layer. People of color. Sometimes we have a hard time with the manifestation community and the things that they share, because sometimes it feels as if they don't take our lived experience into play when they create these courses and when they create this content. It's like, but I'm a person of color. Now, we're not going to use that as an excuse. Absolutely not. But I am sensitive and I understand because I am, right? I am living out an experience here as a woman of color, right? Of, the Black hue or whatever the case may be, right? So going forward, really the content that you're going to see that I'm going to be delivering and releasing on Sundays is going to be all about what I have really been learning in the closet for the last 10 years at least, right? So that's what I really want to share on this, so that you can understand and understand and use the principles in order to not even create, because you don't have to really create anything. You have to decide. We're going to talk a lot about that, right? You got to decide that a good life is yours. And once you make the decision, quite honestly, everything here will line up with your decision. That's a whole nother video that we really have to do. I'm interested in knowing what kind of content do you guys want? What are some of the questions that you have about manifestation and manifesting and the law of assumption and stuff? I'm not a huge law of attraction person, so I went through that. That's kind of, I think we want to start there with The Secret and all that kind of stuff. I really started my journey with studying the law of attraction and following Esther Hicks and all the peoples and stuff, which are cool. I love them still, absolutely, right? But I personally believe at this particular time in my life that everything is fixed when you just understand the I am, right? When you just assume that it is done, when you just assume I am, and whatever you put behind I am, it's law. It's law, right? It'll fix everything. So you don't have a money problem. There's no problems when you understand who you are. But as long as you identify someone just living in a body and that this is now, you have no control and all that, okay, then you have problems. You're going to have to walk that out, right? So my goal on this channel moving forward is to really help unravel and really to help, to make this concept a little bit more palatable to people, so you really understand, because that's really what I want to do. And what's so amazing and cool about it is I get to do this and I get to just show up and share my message with the world. Of course, I'll have some things where people want to book a call and talk to me about their specific situation. I also have a guide that I've created, okay? Different things that I'm going to have for you all, but my livelihood does not need to come from this YouTube channel or you buying stuff or anything like that. And I think that makes me feel good, right? So yeah. Coach Angel. Hey, Coach Angel, welcome. Super excited to have you here. How did you find me? So curious to know, how did you actually find me? I'm just talking about the direction, like where am I going with this particular channel and stuff. Um, Moving forward, as you guys can probably see, I've changed the name Manifesting with Keysha. I believe that I was actually brought here, quite honestly, to help women really manifest the life they truly dream of. And I was just talking about this 12 years ago. I had a blog talk radio show where that's literally what I talked about. Attract your dream life. My coaching program was called Attract Your Dream Life. Before I was the internet sensation that many people know, I was wanting to be a life coach. I was actually working with, her name was Kama Anku. I don't know if she's even still around. Kama, I think it's Kama Anku. I was working with her, and I was studying with her. I was studying with her on being a life coach. So that's what I really wanted to do in the beginning. I just fell into the internet, and I was just talking to a good friend of mine, Reginald Stinson, who's still a great friend. And I was saying to him, I said, Reginald, 12 years ago, I wanted to be a life coach, right? I said, but then I ended up, someone introduced me to a company called DS Domination. And so with DS Domination, I ended up blowing up. In that particular company, I met Reginald Stinson. We'll get right back to where I knew already. I knew what I was here to do, to be, do, and have. I already knew that. I knew that as a little girl, right? My mom will tell you I can manifest stuff. Like my mom has a 2-story house in a town that has 2,000 people, counting chickens and dogs. I don't think anybody on her side of town has a 2-story house. I don't think anybody. Nobody on that side of town. Okay. Nobody on that side of town has a 2-story house. And my mom, for my birthday, right, I told her I wanted a new house. And we moved into that new house for my birthday, right? So it's not something that, I just started doing, 10 years ago, right? I just didn't know what it was. I would have dreams, and in my dreams, I could really see, like things that were happening and stuff. So I've always been a very spiritual person, but I just, didn't really share that side of me, with this world. And so but the path is the path, and I'm okay with that, right? Because, yeah, so TLC, however, you just popped up on my new YouTube. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I just popped up because, yeah, I'm getting ready to come back. I'm going to drop videos every Sunday. And so one of the things I want to start in October is the I Am Challenge, okay? I believe, this is my personal opinion, you don't need to co-sign on it or anything like that. You need to figure out what you believe and you need to run with that, right? I believe everything is fixed when you can shift your identity and understand who you are, okay? When you stop identifying as a body living in this world, and you understand that you are a spirit, right? You are a spirit, you are the I am. Who do you say that you are? I am that I am, okay? So whatever you put behind I am, that's what it is. And so I feel like everything fixes. You fix everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like some of the stuff that people teach in the spiritual world, things you got to do, and you got to, do shadow work, and you got to do this, and you got to heal your inner child. And I'm good with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to tell people what they need to do with their life. I'm not here to tell you that that's wrong or it's right. It's nothing. Okay. It's indifferent. It's not what I choose to believe. And so that's all that it is. Right. And so there's some of you all that are just like, you may resonate with it and you may not. And guess what? It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Right. I'm going to say whatever you're doing is absolutely right. And what you should be doing in order for you to move through this human experience as you. I was just talking to my little sister about this last night. And I said, we can be so fixated on manifesting. We can be so fixated on, like a lot on stuff, on getting stuff and getting more stuff. And, and I was like, when you understand that you came here, okay? You came here to experience life. And most people come here and the one thing they don't do is experience life. They're so focused on getting more stuff and doing this, and it's like, why don't you just every day just say, like, man, let me just experience the life. Let me just go through this day. Let me just go through this day. Give us this day our daily bread. Like, let me just go through this day. And let me just experience life. Like, man, I came here to experience life. Like the chances, like if you think about, like if you go back and I was doing some studying about like the chances of you being alive. Okay, it's like 1 in like 10 million something, some crazy number. So you being alive in and of itself is already a miracle. You making it to be a human, you coming here, you getting here is already a miraculous event. And we come here and it's a miraculous event, and we spend our whole time struggling, confused, broke, whatever the case may be. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you come to a life and choose to do that? So decide, right? So decision is a major thing that we're going to be talking about here on this channel, is you deciding, who am I? I am. No one can say I am but you. Nobody can say I am but you. And so if you decide, I was just talking to a girlfriend about a situation with a love relationship, okay? Because I told you guys earlier I got a divorce 2021, so I'm now, dating and things like that. And I was frustrated, right? I was frustrated about something that's happened between me and this guy I've been dating. And we've probably been dating for like maybe a year or something like that, right? Off and on. It's been interesting. But I was talking to my girlfriend and I was like, I'm frustrated. And then I heard myself. I was listening to myself. And I was like, so you have decided to be frustrated. Okay, that's what you are. And so now you are going to be that. And so even on this phone call, you guys, I was on a phone call with her, and she can just hold space, right? For me to just get on the phone and talk, and I could hear myself. And by the time we got off the phone, you guys, I felt so much better, because I was like, you know what? I'm not frustrated. I'm very clear about what I want. I'm very clear about what I want. And the only thing for me to do is to change myself. And we spend so much time trying to change other people, right? It's like trying to change other people. It's like, no, the only work is to change yourself. And so while talking to her on the phone and saying I'm frustrated, then I began to see, Keysha, the only work is for you to change yourself. And so I was able to see where I was allowing myself to be in this situation and to be confused and to be all the things that I did not want to be. I said, no, that's not who I am. I am clear. I am loved. I am powerful. I am safe. I am chosen. I am adored. I am cherished. So anytime something doesn't look like that, it don't line up. So why are you trying to make something line up that don't line up? I mean, so now it's like, he's not crazy, you are. Right? It's like, he's not crazy, you are. He's being who he's being. But you have decided to be this, but you are allowing this. So who needs to do this? Who needs to change? You need to change. The only person who needs to change is you. Stop doing that. Stop allowing that. Anyway, y'all, as y'all can see, I have lots to say. I have lots to tell you guys. I have lots to share with you all. But in my hopes is that this new direction on this YouTube channel really helps you to get these principles, these laws. I really like this book, Working with the Law. We're gonna read this book. We're gonna do some things. We're gonna do some studying. We're gonna get through some stuff on this channel. Like, Working with the Law is definitely one of the books that we're gonna study. And talk about on the channel, because the time is now. So thanks y'all for hanging out with me. I didn't even expect to be here this long, but that just goes to show to me how much is really inside of me, right? How much that the Creator has put in me for me to deliver while I'm here on this planet. And I'm going to do just that. And I'm going to help a lot of people. Especially a lot of women, their lives are going to be changed through the content that is delivered on this channel. I know it. And that's why it's taken me so long to get here. I know it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been fighting myself, fighting what I think people will think about me, just all the things, right? And that's okay. that's my journey, right? I get to be on my path, and I love it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So really remember, we are actually going to be, the content is going to be delivered here on Sundays. And so I will either I'll probably just go live again, because I'm really not into creating videos, like, sitting here recording like that. I'm really more interactive type of person. I really like this style. So let me know what questions you guys have about manifesting and stuff. Put them in the comments, and I'm going to do my best to create content to help you all, right? To help you to understand that you are the God of your own reality. The period, right? You can fight it, but it's like, for many of us, we've been doing the same thing for a long time, and it's not working. Okay, so what, the only thing to change is yourself, right? I go back to that. The only thing to change is yourself. Stop trying to change other people. Stop trying to get people to do something different. Because the likely, if you put the focus on you, you will see where you are the problem. Okay, but you're also the answer. See, that's the cool thing about it, right? That's the cool, miraculous thing about it, is that you are the problem, but you're also the answer. And that's amazing. I think that's just so amazing. Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow here on Manifesting with Keysha LaShawn. Welcome to my world. Welcome to this experience. This is about to be definitely an experience that you will never forget. In the in the description or whatever, I'll put some free resources that I have. So be sure to check the description of each video. Be sure to subscribe, turn on that bell notification, so when I go live like this, like, you don't miss it. Because listen, we are going deep. Okay, we're going in, and your life is going to be changed just like mine was. Mine was changed so many years ago. Yeah, just, so I love you guys so much, and I'm super excited about having you here on this journey with me. And I'll talk to you soon. I got to figure out how to turn this live stream off, because I don't even know, y'all. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next.